o'clock at night, on the dot. A delivery guy in a baseball cap knocked on the door of apartment 502. Food delivery. We were all roommates in a 3-bedroom apartment. Ethan, the one we called Specs, opened the door. He had his headphones on, deep in some online game, and waved a dismissive hand. Not mine. Without another word, the delivery guy pulled out a knife and slashed his throat. Then, still holding the takeout bag, he pushed open the door to the next room. "Excuse me, did you order food?" Mark, the gym instructor who lived in that room, looked up, startled. "No, who are you?" The delivery guy didn't give him a chance to finish. The knife plunged straight into his heart. I had just finished my shower. The moment I opened the bathroom door, I saw the carnage. The floor was slick with blood, and the delivery guy was standing there, knife in hand. It wasn't them. So, was it you? My mind went blank with terror. I shook my head. A reflex. Not me. I don't know anything. I never finished the sentence. He hacked me to death in a flurry of strikes. When I opened my eyes again, I was back. 5 minutes before I was murdered, I burst out of the bathroom, my heart hammering against my ribs, and my eyes locked with the equally terrified gazes of my 2 roommates. I knew, without a doubt, we had all come back. Suddenly, the doorbell rang. A low, muffled male voice came from the other side. "Food delivery?" The 3 of us stared at each other, our faces masks of pure, unadulterated fear and disbelief. Ethan was the first to react, snatching his phone to call the cops, but Mark clamped a hand over his. "With what evidence? What are we going to tell them? That we had a premonition someone was about to murder us?" The living room was spotless. No bodies, no blood, not even a shadow of the delivery guy. Calling the police now would just get us flagged for a prank call. "The key is to figure out who ordered the food," I said, forcing my voice to stay level. "He's obviously after the person who placed the order." Ethan immediately pulled up his delivery app and showed us his phone. "I haven't ordered anything all week." Mark took out his phone, displaying his own order history. "I'm on a strict meal plan. I cook everything myself." I quickly opened my app too. The most recent order was from 3 days ago. Breakfast. I offered a guess. Maybe it was a neighbor? Maybe they put in the wrong address? We lived in an old building, just 2 apartments per floor. Our neighbors were an elderly couple. Mark shook his head. "Before I died last time, I saw the order sticker on the bag. The address was definitely 502. The 3 of us began to eye each other. The atmosphere grew tense. Was one of us lying? I swear, I didn't order anything. To prove my innocence, I handed my phone to them. "You can check. My payment history is all there." Ethan and Mark swapped phones, checking each other's records. There were no recent food delivery charges for any of us. Then who could it be? Ethan ran his hands through his hair in frustration. Suddenly, I thought of someone. Just as I was about to pull out my phone to make a call, we heard our landlady's cheerful voice from the hallway. "Leo? Mark? Ethan? Are you boys home?" She always came by on the 5th of the month to collect rent. Today was the 5th, a weekday, which was why she was here so late. The color drained from our faces. We all held our breath. Then, that same muffled voice spoke again. "Excuse me, did you order the food?" Our landlady, Mrs. Gable, paused, turning around. "A delivery? No, that wasn't me." The words had barely left her mouth when the delivery guy raised his knife and swung it at the back of her neck. A gut-wrenching scream tore through the hallway as Mrs. Gable crumpled to the floor. We were frozen, shaking uncontrollably. Mrs. Gable had always been kind to us. She knew we were recent grads with little money, so she kept the rent low and often brought us homemade dishes. My fingers trembled as I fumbled for my phone. It took me several tries to dial 911. "Hello, police." Before I could say more, there was a click. The lock on our door turned. The delivery guy pushed the door open and gave me a grotesque smile. "What do you think you're doing?" Every hair on my body stood on end. Mrs. Gable, miraculously, struggled to her feet. She latched onto his leg, using her last ounce of strength to yell, "Run!" The delivery guy, annoyed, stabbed her twice more, shaking her body off his leg. Then, knife in hand, he started walking toward us, one step at a time. Mark tried to rush him, to fight back, but he was cut down with a single brutal stab. In the next—
Click the link in my bio to get the full story for free.